Congresswoman Gabbard, you took issue with Senator Harris confronting Vice President Biden at the last debate. You called it a, quote, false accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about reentering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because I know that criminal justice system is so broken, that I am an advocate for what we need to do to not only decriminalize, but legalize marijuana in the United States.
I want to bring Congresswoman Gabbard back in. Your response.
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you were in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
This is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25, is from the video that I put in post-production, where you had last night the presidential race for the Democratic Party, okay? Because the elections are coming up again, and you have wicked women among our nation, all right, being exposed, all right? And this is what happens when they're given liberty to get abroad, all right? They become institutionalized. They follow the ways of the heathen, mainly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man and white woman of today, and then they act like them. Hence, example, Kamala Harris, a wicked woman among our nation, who's being exposed now, all right? Clearly, as Attorney General of the state of California, all right, where in this article I'm going to bring out, she was the Attorney General for the state of California from 2011 until 2017. She has, okay, broken up families, all right, hurt the men of our nation, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And this is, okay, a woman of our nation because her father is a Benjamite, all right, born in Jamaica. And this is what happens when you have a wicked woman, okay, who's given liberty to get abroad and be able to do whatever the hell she wants. All right, because guess what? Esau, Edom, all right, is allowing this, because these so-called white people, man, they love to see our people divided. They love to see the women of our nation rule over the men. And that's why, man, America's got to be destroyed. America has to be judged. All right, because this is backwards, man. All right, let's get another scripture real quick before I get into this article. Sirach chapter 25, verse 13. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, meaning the mind. All right, and a lot of you jakes out there, you're plagued in the mind. You don't know what to do, man. All right, and that's your judgment for not seeking the Lord. And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman, right? You're supposed to stay clear, far away from people like Kamala Harris, all right, that have the same mentality as Kamala Harris, that do what I want, all right, be complicit, have no self shame. In other words, all right, no responsibility for okay, her actions. That you got to stay away from people like that, all right? Because it, you know what this congresswoman brought out, all right, that's big. That is a major, okay, a shame to her. You know, and notice she didn't rebuttal against it. She just said, I'm proud of the work that I did, all right? And it was reform. And that's these excuses from these women, man. That's why you're supposed to stay clear from wicked women like Kamala Harris, man. All right? These 2/3 women of our nation are going to be destroyed. The Lord is going to judge them. Let's get into this article. Tulsi Gabbard praised for pummeling Kamala Harris record. Jailed 1,500 people for weed and laughed about it. Yeah, that's another thing, man. Here it is. She's putting people in prison for marijuana offenses. Yet she's on Power 105, all right, the Breakfast, okay, club, when in front of Charlemagne the God, when he asked her, hey, have you ever smoked weed? She's like, yeah, I've smoked weed. I'm Jamaican. What does that have to do with smoking weed? What does being Jamaican have to do with smoking weed? That's another thing, man. These wicked women, man, all right, that are in these hierarchies, man, they think like Esau, Edom. They can just say things like that. That was a very bigoted statement, Kamala Harris. And first of all, you're not even supposed to be smoking weed, period, man. You're defiling your temple. And you pushing that out, you're being wicked. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Let's get to the reason why that's wicked. Smoking weed, smoking anything. All right? 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? Right, man. All right? The Lord put the Spirit, okay, of Him in us, man. All right? Especially if you're an Israelite, okay? You're supposed to conduct yourself as a son and daughter of the Most High. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? Right. Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. Right. So you out here smoking cigarettes, smoking marijuana. All right. The Lord's going to destroy you. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Right, man. All right. The Lord gave you that breath, man. This spirit. All right. It comes from Him. All right. So you defiling it. All right. You're going against the ways of the Most High, man. So you got to be judged. Kamala Harris, you're going to be judged. All right? Because any wicked Israelite that's at this stage of the level in 2019 able to be in front of TV and running for president, okay, you know they've done many wicked deeds to get to this level. All right? She's anti-Messiah, anti-Christ. All right? I don't like using that word. Anti-Hamashiach, man. All right? Let's go to Sirach 26, verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Right. That's what she is, man, a dog, man. Shameless. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. She don't fear the Lord. That's why she didn't say anything to say, I apologize for that. I'm sorry. She just went on and said, reform, reform, reform. I'm proud of the work I did. And that's it, man. No shame whatsoever, man, because she doesn't fear the Lord. That's why the Lord is going to put the fear in her when he destroys her, man. All right? Let's continue. Let's get on with this article. During the second night of round 2 of the Democratic presidential debates on Wednesday night, Gabbard, the first Samoan American in Congress, attacked Harris, who previously served as the district attorney of San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. All right, so you know she was for the homosexuality laws to be passed in San Francisco. She was all for that. All right, and Attorney General of California from 2011 until 2017. All right, so you are responsible for all your wicked deeds, Kamala Harris. Continue on. Quote, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president. But I'm deeply concerned about this record, Gabbard said. Right, it's the congresswoman, all right, from Hawaii that literally exposed her, man. Pretty much dropped the dime on her, man. All right. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. Right, laughed about it. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. Right, that's wicked, man. The Lord's going to judge you, man. Gabbard continued. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. Right, man. Wicked women. A wicked woman, man. All right? Giving liberty to gad abroad, and this is what you get. Okay? So, hey, judgment has to come to you people to you wicked women that act like this. All right? Act like Kamala Harris. Let's go to, because really, why did she do all this? All right? Because she was at ease. She had a good position. Esau Edom told her, these are the policies that you got to put in play. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. All right? I like the position I'm in. Okay? And so, you know, this you're going to be judged for this, Kamala Harris. Book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Right? People like Kamala Harris. You wicked women among our nation. You 2/3. They're at ease. All right? All right? You wicked women that oppress this, okay, the men of our nation. All right? The Lord sees all this. Don't think he doesn't. He sees all this. And he's going to, okay, take you out, man. All right? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Right? Careless. All right? First of all, you know, you wicked women of our nation, you're not even supposed to be running for president. All right? That's against the law. You're supposed to be a brethren of our nation, not a woman. In fact, I'll get it. It's Deuteronomy 17, verse 15. So anybody who's out there voting and supports Kamala Harris for the presidency, may Yahweh Bashim Yahushai kill you and your family. All right? I really say, okay, pray Yahweh Bashim Yahushai destroys you and your family. All right? Because anybody who's voting at all, period, in 2019, may Yahweh Bashim Yahushai destroy you and your family. But here's the point to the women of our nation, all right? And you wicked men that are out there supporting Kamala Harris or supporting anybody, all right, that's of another nation, okay? And the only one you're supposed to be waiting upon is Yahushua, all right? Because we lost our kingdom, all right? We're now in captivity. So if you out there, period, voting, may Yahushua kill you. Anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent. Let me get to the point. Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose. So this is of the Lord shall choose, okay, who set a king over thee. And who has he chosen now? Yahushua, the Messiah, all right? He's our king. He's our president, so-called, all right? One from among thy brethren. So Kamala Harris, what are you doing up there? Because you don't fear the Lord. That's why you're up there. You don't believe in the scriptures, man. You're a demon, all right? Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother, right? So anybody who's voting for Joe Biden and anybody else, man, any heathen, okay, man, how about you, man, shall destroy you and your family, all right? Kill you and your family. That's how the Lord's going to get down, all right? This is the Lord doing this, all right? Don't get it twisted. We put curses upon you 2/3, all right, that believe in this madness. So back to the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. For you careless women, they're at ease. People like Kamala Harris, the Lord's got your number, man. All right, you think you can do all these wicked deeds and get away with it? Okay. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come right. That's why we're waiting for this economy to collapse. All right, so you 2/3 can finally get your judgment, all right? Because you think because you got a job, you got these benefits, your 401k, all right? You think because you're a supervisor or manager that you living good. Nah, the Lord's going to break that. And we watching the economy, and that's the reason why the Federal Reserve have to lower the interest rates, all right? Because, all right, the global economy itself is slowing down, all right? That's why you have a bank run in Deutsche Bank. That's why now Citibank is about to now start laying people off, all right, because they see the economy's crashing. They see it coming down, all right. There was a report, all right, that 40 states are in a financial crisis similar to 2007-2008 housing bubble, all right. You can look into that. So you wicked women, man, all right. Hey, the days of gathering abroad freely, being wicked, being a harlot, all right, being a demon is coming to an end. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, right, you're going to be trembling. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins, meaning mourning. You're going to be mourning. You're going to be wailing. You're going to be screaming, all right? And that's why, man, when all hell breaks loose, you 2/3, all right, women, all right, are going to, okay, feel the pain, feel the wrath, and no one's going to save you. No one's going to deliver you. All right? Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Right? You're going to be lamenting, man, mourning, because you don't have a job anymore. All right? And no man's going to want you, especially you women that had 20,000 rods up in them. No man's going to want you. All right? We're living in the last days. This ain't a joke. All right? Let's go to... No, you know what? I have one more article that needs to be brought out. It's just going to be longer than I anticipated, but I felt this needs to come out. So this is from the Mercury News. All right. So this was a fact checking, and I'm just going to hit key points because what Tulsi Gabbard said was true. All right. The facts: Harris Attorney General Office did block DNA. Okay. So it says. Let me read the article. It says Democratic debate fact checking the attacks on Kamala Harris. Criminal justice record, right? That's the title. All right, so let's go to the point. The facts. Harris Attorney General Office did block DNA testing that some legal observers believe that could help overturn the murder conviction of a death row inmate who has insisted he was framed. Harris opposed efforts by lawyers for Kevin Cooper, who's a Jake, by the way. This is a Jake. All right, this ain't an Edomite. This is a Jake. You can look who this guy is up, all right? A death row inmate from San Bernardino County to get new DNA testing. All right. In 2018, following a New York Times investigation into the case, Harris said she was wrong and called for federal testing. Governor Jerry Brown and his successor, Gavin Newsom, ordered additional testing to take place, which is still ongoing right. And that's the wickedness of these women, all right? Because she was now running for the presidency, then she said, oh, I'm wrong. But she didn't say anything prior to that, all right? Until she was told, okay, all right, why did you refuse DNA testing when she was running for president? Then she said, I apologize. All right, that goes to show you how wicked these women are, man. All right, and then she didn't apologize on national television. This article came out, the New York Times article came out 2018. We're in 2019. Why didn't she say, I apologize, I made a mistake? Because she's prideful, man. Destruction, man, that's why you women got to get it, man. All right? You got to get it. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Right? She was prideful, man. All right? She didn't want to admit to her wrongdoings. So hey, man, Lord's going to destroy you, Kamala Harris. You better get ready, man. Get ready. All right? You know, That was wicked. Wicked, wicked. Oh, this one right here. Inmate labor. Another wicked deed. She kept people in prison beyond their sentence to use them as a cheap labor for the state. The facts. All right. It's false to say Harris kept prisoners incarcerated beyond their sentence. Lawyers and Harris Attorney General office did unsuccessfully argue against the early release of prisoners. Right. So the people surrounding her. So, hey, scripture says, yeah, I can't get a tap of my tongue, but do not follow a multitude to do evil. All right, there we go. All right. So the people she surrounded herself, all right, were all for keeping prisoners in longer. Why? For this. Lawyers and Harris Attorney General office did not unsuccessfully argue against the early release of prisoners, citing needed inmate firefighting labor. But Harris said they did so without her knowledge and publicly criticized the statement at the time. Right. Because the fires that were going on in California, all right, they wanted to use prisoners to help fight the fire. And that is why, okay, you know, you wicked demon women like Kamala Harris are going to be judged, all right, because you saying you had no knowledge, that's bull, man. All right, you knew you had perfect knowledge, all right, and you were all for it, using cheap labor, all right, putting our people in harm's way, all right. They're already serving their sentence for a crime. Now you're going to make them force labor onto them to go fight fires that had nothing to do with them. So, oh, the next one, cash bail. Harris did come out in favor Harris did come out in favor of raising cash bail for defendants accused of gun-related charges as San Francisco District Attorney. She's since changed her tune, criticizing cash bail and pushing for national reform. Right, because she's running for president. You see, a demon, man. All right, forcing the poor, all right, to spend more money to get out of their situation, man. And who's the poor? Our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. So, you know, Kamala Harris, you've been exposed. That's why King Solomon said this, man. Because we have wicked women among our nation, man. And really, there is no righteous woman in today's age, you know. There is no really a true righteous woman, 100%. Because you give them any inch of liberty, they're going to use it against you. Real talk, man. And that's just me from experience, man. All right? You gotta put them in check at all times. Ecclesiastes, and this is King Solomon saying this. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 25. I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and to reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. Right. And King Solomon was our first, true, righteous scientist, so to say. All right. That he experimented, all right, in all different matters to see, what was righteous and what was not, man. And this is what he found out, according to the woman. Verse 26, and I find more bitter than the death, the woman, you see? And he's talking about women back in the ancient days. And these women were dressing in modest apparel. These women, of our nation were actually keeping some of the laws. Look at our women of today. They're not even dressing in modest apparel, man. That's why you cannot really say these women are righteous, man. All right? You really can't. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her. Right? Get away from her. Get away from people like Kamala Harris and with that characteristic. But the sinner shall be taken by her. Right? If you want to stay around a woman with the mindset of Kamala Harris, man, you're going to be taken, man, destroyed. Verse 27, behold, this how I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. Verse 28, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found. Right, so King Solomon found one righteous man among 1,000. All right, that was pleasing in his eyes because he was following the ways of the Most High. But a woman among those have I not found one, not even one. And that was back then. So these women are off now. Look, what about now? These women are off. Let me go to 1 Timothy, because, and just to hit home, women should not be usurping authority over a man at all. All right. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Right. And if you look out the majority of our women, they're not even attempting this. Verse 10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Right, what are those good works, man? All right? If you want to be a righteous woman, which is very hard to find, like I said, it's very hard to find a righteous woman. All right? Yeah, there are women out there, not to knock, that will be pleasing to you, but they're pleasing you because they find you, okay, pleasing. But when it comes to serving the Most High, it's very hard, man. Very, very hard that they will do that. All right, especially according to, what is written in the scriptures. So, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works, right? Now, a lot of these women don't show any good works. Verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. That's another thing. These women love to run their mouth. Run their mouth, man. Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, and here's the point, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So, Kamala Harris, you're not supposed to be no fucking attorney general. You're not supposed to be no fucking prosecutor, and damn sure you're supposed to be not fucking running for president. Okay? Verse 13, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. Verse 14, Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Right. Point blank, period, man. Let me go to Micah 7 and 10. I'm closing out because, all right, you women, you were the first ones to be deceived, man. All right? You listened to that serpent. He told you, ye shall be as gods, and you took it. And that's why you acting the way you are, man. And the serpent, Esau, Edom. And you found all the ways of Esau, Edom. So Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which say unto her, where is the Lord thy power? Right, and that's the spirit that these women are coming in, man. They're not going to say it to your face, but how they conduct themselves. They don't fear the Lord. They don't think he's coming in their lifetime. All right? That's how these women act, man. All right? Where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden as the mire of the streets. Right. And when the economy collapses and they bring in martial law, and you start seeing these Edomites, all right, rolling into your cities, wherever you dwell at, you wicked women of our nation, hey, you're going to be trodden down and you're going to be destroyed. And that's your judgment. So Lord, when this edifying, hey, once again, wicked women like Kamala Harris among our nation, you need to stay far away from, all right? Wicked women like Kamala Harris is a prime example why 2/3 of these women have to be destroyed. All right? Kamala Harris is an example of the wicked women of our nation today. And that's what I'm going to title it. So with that, Lord, when it's edified, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Mokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone, Ruel, and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep the door, keep the faith. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.